Hey guys, Rivet here. Welcome back to another episode of Cube World. Everyone's enjoying themselves today. Happy Sunday. The weekend is here. It's upon us. And it is time to wreck some face if we can. I doubt it. I doubt it seriously because I've had nothing but luck of the negative kind taking on this dang place. We're going to try it again. What am I to say no to trying to wreck things? I know those fools wrecked us quick and nasty last time we were in, but you know, it's fine. Oh, God. Can't even take on a blue. I tell you. I don't know what I'm doing these days. So yeah, hope you're enjoying your weekend. I hope the weekend has been good for you. Life's good for me. As I'm recording this, I literally just got done my last day of the week, day 4. So I'm happy that I don't have to be working right now. I got done work for the day, which is I'm so glad it was over. So glad it's over. It gets long, man. I do like my current schedule, having 3 days on, 1 day off, type of thing, and then you know that kind of works well for me. It's a good little jam. That way I get 2 days off, 3 days on, 1 day off, 1 day on, type of thing. So it works out okay. It's not the perfect schedule, but it works for me, which is all I can ask for. And it's been crazy. Crazy busy. The only issue in the world right now, well, we all know what the issue is happening, and it's a learning curve for a lot of folks having to deal with needs and wants and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I'm not going to belittle anybody over it. You know, people are angry, they're grumpy when they call in, and I do my best to appease them, you know, get them calmed down. Can't always fix everybody's needs. You know, sometimes you got to understand that, you know, we're limited to what we can and cannot do. As much as I want to help everybody, sometimes it's just not possible. And there's things that are outside of our control. And I had a lady today, she understood everything, like absolutely everything. She was super, super nice, understood the whole process, and was apologizing for having to call. I was like, what are you... And I'm not going back in there. We're done. I was like, there's no need for you to apologize. You're good. She actually works in... an industry that's similar, so she understood it. So she's had to deal with those things herself with deliveries and that kind of thing. So it was nice. Lovely little conversation this morning. So we are here. Let's just see what's going to be booting out here. I'm going to check this side first. Go towards the altar of doom. But yeah, majority of people today were good. And I can't say that. Typically on Saturdays, busier and crankier people, but today was a better day. So maybe it's because of the end of the month. I got nothing. I'm just hopeful that people were well, no, they were good. It was good. Long days though. Working 10-hour shift is a long day. I was nervous when I got to work though. I literally unplugged my monitors from my regular computer, plugged it into my work computer. That's a tough gig. Yeah, it was fun. This morning Armor and I, we do our morning thing. He gets up at 8 o'clock and we're both just groggy as hell. And he's like, I need Valorant for today. I'm out. I'm tapped. I got nothing. I was like, okay. I said, I've got like a half hour before I have to go to into work. And he goes, good, let's record. So we did. I got like a 20-minute episode or something in. You know, it was fun. You know, it was good. You know, obviously, love hanging out with Armor and get that done. So I you know, I had 5 minutes to spare, got into work, did my thing. And I do a normal thing is I check my schedule at work. My break schedule is listed, and then I always check out what the schedule's gonna be like for next week, type of thing. So I just so I could forewarn myself. So I decided we get scheduled like weeks in advance. So I usually don't check out that far in advance, but I looked at the end of the month, and they had me working 5 days a week and until midnight. I'm like, when are we opening till midnight? So I messaged one of the supervisors and just asked the questions like, hello, is this the thing? And it turns out that our department that actually does the scheduling and things, they only do 1 or 2 weeks in advance. So anything else is just kind of like a placeholder thing. So I don't have to worry about it. So I was like, this is good. Because I don't want to work till midnight if I don't have to. I mean, I would prefer not to. But, you know, if I have to, great. But I don't want to work 5 days in a row. I like doing the 4 days. I like having 3 days off a week, especially when you're working from home. It gives me that extra day to unwind. I need it. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I like working from home. I do. It's a different animal though. You know, to be surrounded by all your stuff is really weird. So it can be a little daunting at times to what the hell? Yeah. So it can be daunting because you know my computer is right next to me, literally. My monitors are just not plugged into it. So my keyboard is like underneath my desk a little bit. Like I keep everything pulled away, and I'm like, I just want to play. I just want to go on my computer, and I haven't. I haven't yet to turn it on because what's going to be plugged into? Nothing. Like my monitors are not doing anything. I have my laptop next to me, so on breaks, I been watching a TV show called, well, it's on Prime. It's called Murdoch Mysteries. It's a Canadian TV show. I like it. It's kind of like a Sherlock Holmes kind of thing, but in Canada in the early 1900s, and I dig it. I've been digging it a lot. So, and I got Armor messaging me. I think he saw that I was in Cube World. But yeah, I've been so tickled. I got myself my birthday present, and thanks everybody again for the birthday wishes the other day. I do appreciate that. They keep pouring in, so it's nice. But yeah, I had Armor's just saying, your day off tomorrow. You made it. It did. So what was I thinking? Oh God, yeah. So I bought for myself for my birthday was an air fryer. So I've been using it like it's going out of style, man. I've been baking chicken in it. I made myself some pork. I've done a whole bunch of stuff, and then I have blueberries that I turned into dry blueberries, and they didn't turn into raisins. They turned into crunchy bits. So I think I dehydrated a little bit too much, but they're still fine. They hydrate just fine. They just they're fine. They're just, there's no sweetness or anything attached to them anymore. They're good though. Like I put them in some oatmeal, and they were good. Like it was delightful. But this evening, based upon Armor's suggestion, I put in a whole bunch of kiwis. I picked up 6 of them, and I did the whole peeling and slicing and put them in the dehydrator with some apple. And so we're going to have some chewy kiwi chips to munch on for the next couple of days. I also picked up I've been my birthday was here, and I just wanted to make sure I had enough stuff for my kitchen. Like I said before, I haven't had an oven for a while, so there's stuff that I kind of need. So I ordered myself some little baking supplies, little baking trays and things, and I got like a mandolin slicer. It's not a real mandolin. It's just it does potatoes. So I can make wedges. I can make French fries. That whole thing with it, and it's great. I can chop up stuff and do the thing. I even got like a little one of those magic bullet blenders because, like I mentioned, I was going to make fruit leather. Another thing that I like to have. So that's going to be coming up because tomorrow or today for you guys is my day off. And I'm planning on doing some shopping. I'm going to get myself some fruit. There's a fruit and vegetable stand not too far from my house. Well, an hour away, but it's a fun little adventure. I might do a little vlogging. I might, we'll see how it goes. I don't have huge plans for the day, but I do want to make some leather. And I've been wanting to do this for quite some time, so I'm excited for it. And if you wonder what fruit leather is, it's just like if you ever had fruit by the foot or fruit roll-ups, that kind of stuff, that's what it is. Except it's all natural, and it's not made with high fructose corn syrup and all that garbage. It's just a natural product. It's just fruit and a little bit of dates for sugar, and just you dry it up, and it makes this delightful, yummy thing. So I'm very stoked to have that. That's gonna be my little treat for myself for like on breaks to have a little snacky poo. I do enjoy little snacks, and it's been good. I've been eating healthy, healthier as best I can with what I've got. So like I mentioned, I'm planning on like making a bunch of fruit chips and vegetable chips, that kind of stuff. Anything that I can dehydrate, oh God, I make into a thing I'm going to. Got wrecked that fool. But yeah, so I like the idea of it, and I want to play around with it some more. Folks have shown interest that they are saying that they want to see me do some cooking and stuff with it. So I'm going to work on some recipes. I'm going to set things up so that I can actually utilize it to make some videos. So, if people want to see what I do with it, I'm in. I'm in for penny and for pound, as they say. Where the hell? Obsidian key. So the dude's got to be around here someplace. I don't see him. Didn't I do this last time? Couldn't find the guy. It's not there. Oh, is that him there? All tied up, nowhere to go. Yeah, today is just ramble. This is just me going. We'll do. There you go, my friend. Okay, chest armor. Rare book of. Yeah, I didn't get that yet, so that was good. Let's see if we got anything. A lot of leftovers. 5, 6 gold leftovers. I don't think I've ever had that many before. Which is cool. Got nothing wrong with that. Let's see what we got here. I'll take this. I'm just trying to figure out where the hell all the other slimes are. Oh, that was delightful. What the hell that was about. Crafting. Can I make any bottles? I can make 10. This is good. So, series and things on the channel. Again, thank everybody for my birthday. You know, watching the videos that I made. That was good. Grounded is here to stay. If you guys have been watching that, it's the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids kind of video game. I enjoy it immensely. Early access, developed by Obsidian. If you guys don't know who Obsidian are, they make a lot of really good games. They made Outer Worlds, which I played a bit earlier this year, or last year, late last year, early this year. They did Fallout New Vegas. They were purchased and bought out by Microsoft, so they now are one of the Microsoft game developers. Microsoft has been doing the work, man. They got all kinds of neat stuff on the go. I've mentioned numerous times I've got the Xbox Game Pass for PC. They constantly add stuff. Constantly are adding things. I could literally have that as my only subscription service. Like, I get rid of my Humble Bundle and do all the other stuff and, like, no EA, nothing. Not like I could really do anything with that. And I would be fine. I would be fine. It's like $5 or $6 a month. It's not expensive for me at all. This has already been found, so I cannot do it. But you know what? Let's do it. Oh, God. Yeah, it's cheap. And the number of games I get access to are insane. And plus all the Microsoft games that are out there. So, I mean, like the Minecraft Dungeons that I did. I've done a bunch of games out of there. Riverbond, like a ton of games I have played. Thanks to that pass. Now, they also have... yeah, so anyway, Grounded is there. Right now, it's in beta, early access, whatever they want to call it. So it's got some... It needs work, but it's playable, like very playable. Content, you can see where they're going to add more, but as of right this second, I got nothing to complain about with it. It's keeping me enamored for a while. Microsoft also has the Flight Simulator coming out. I do believe it's coming out either later this month. I do believe it is. There's a lot of talk about it. So that's the thing I'm going to be excited about. Expect some really chill flying videos. I love to fly. I love traveling. Apparently they've done a phenomenal job with it too. All different types of planes. Like apparently the photorealism for the ground and stuff is insane. So I'm kind of stoked to take a look to see what it was or what it's like. I played Flight Simulator for years, like literally decades. I'm not a pilot, never have been, never flown a real plane, but I've done so many hours in the cockpit in the Flight Simulator games. And my favorite series was the Microsoft Combat Flight Simulator 1 and 2. Dear God, they were so much fun. Like, right up there with X-Wing versus TIE Fighter fun for me. Like, I freaking loved them. And I know a lot of people are going, like, I have no idea what these games are and what you're talking about, Rivet. And that's okay, because Microsoft has been out of the loop for the gaming thing for a long time. As far as I'm concerned, back in the mid-90s to early 2000s, the Microsoft Gaming Studio was really good. They made a bunch of really good games, and then they got working on the Xbox. Kind of forgot about PC market for quite a while, and they dropped the ball, in all honesty. And as far as I'm concerned, and they did that for a while, focusing on the Xbox and kind of letting PCs kind of suffer. But now it's back. They're kind of doing cross-platform thing where they're working the Xbox and the PC at the same time, to the point where it looks like if you have a decent computer and the PC and the Game Pass for PC, you really don't need the next-gen console. Like, it's pretty much like any of the Microsoft games, they're coming out. You can get them on PC. And I like that. I like that a lot. And now, mind you, I'll probably end up getting the next Xbox, whatever the Xbox S is, whatever it is, X, or whatever the new one is. I'll probably end up grabbing it over the PS5, just because I'm not a fanboy. I just prefer the game style and the gameplay of the Xbox console and the controller. And I know I'm a weird and an anomaly, because I know a lot of folks are in the opposite corner. They prefer the PlayStation. I've always been a rebel. I've always been a loner. I've never followed the status quo. I like the underdogs. That's why I've been a fan of AMD. It's why I like their stuff. I guess, I don't know. Or maybe I just like to torture myself endlessly. But I like getting value for what I do. And again, PlayStation has not played fair to me for years. I don't really care much for Sony's business practices on a lot of things. No issues with exclusivities and stuff that they do. I have not really liked how they've thrown a lot of money at game developers to have an exclusive title for a year or something, or to have like an early release, or to have, and I really hate, like, if you get the PlayStation version, you get this extra bonus, or if you get the Xbox version, you get this extra bonus. I hate that crap. Now, I'm not saying it's the console's fault. I know the developers are absolutely behind that, but I just, I love my PlayStation 4. I do. I love it. I got a lot of games on it, but I just prefer Microsoft and their Xbox. And there's going to be one very, very simple reason for that. Access to games. I do not care for the PlayStation Network for playing multiplayer stuff. I don't like it. I don't like their interface. I really don't care much for the free games that they hand out. It just doesn't really do much for me. Like, I've never really cared much for it. And I'm like, And I don't like the PlayStation Now service. I've tried it. Every time I've tried it, it hasn't worked. And the feather in the cap that makes it just unplayable for me is the fact that for whatever reason, I cannot use my PayPal account to purchase any games on their service, because for whatever reason they don't like Canadian credit cards and whatnot, unless I want to attach it directly to their service, which I'm not ready to do. I don't trust them, never will. They're not getting my information. It's just that simple. So if they're not going to play ball, and what I would have to do is go and buy a PlayStation cards, and load up, and then I put $50 on it, and then I got to buy $50 worth of games. And if there's not $50 worth of games that I want, and I got change left over, well, I'm TSOL, and I'm stuck with money sitting on the PlayStation account. I just don't like it. So I'm like, you know what? You guys don't want to play ball with us? I'm down. I'm tapping it. I'll buy games used. If I see a secondhand game or something, I'm good. But as for putting money back in that system, I'm done. So, like, I can't justify throwing hundreds of dollars at a console where I'm going to be limited to what I can get, like buying them at a store. And right now, I don't feel like going to a store to go shopping for games. I'm sorry, but I'm kind of happy with the fact that I've got all these services that I can, purchase games on. I'm good. I'm happy. I thought I saw something over here, and apparently I did not. I don't know if I did the lava lake. We'll go check it. We're just chilling, guys. There's no real rhyme or reason to today. I'm just goofing, seeing what I can get, seeing if there's anything of any interest here that has the potential of being a thing. There's a camp here. There's a gnome there, so we should go and do that. Yeah, let's go do that. And that hill, did I ever do that? No, that's what we're gonna do. That's where we're gonna end our stuff. That's what we're gonna go do. So yeah, the other thing that Microsoft has got, I have had, like I said, the Xbox Game Pass, and they have like the Ultimate Pass or whatever their new version is. They have the Gold, and then they have their Xbox Game Pass for Xbox and for PC. And so you could get everything all together. I think it's like 15 or 16 bucks a month. It's not a huge amount of money, but I just didn't see the justified reason to have both the PC and the Xbox, because like I'm not sold on one or the other. Like honestly, if I had my choice, PC. It's going to win every time. But if I got it on the Xbox too, I'm like, I'll play it. How did I miss? How did I miss you so horribly, Mr. Cyclops? I think that's the third time I've taken him out, but it's whatever. It's an emerald, man. Who can say no to free emeralds? But they announced a new thing that's coming out, and it's basically the same idea as Stadia, where you stream games, so you don't actually have to have the hardware. You can just have a controller plugged in, and away you go. And you can stream Xbox games on your phone, TV, whatever it is. And I'm kind of digging that idea. So I think that's coming out this spring, or sorry, this fall in Canada. I have to double check it. I don't have access to it yet. I know some folks do. Apparently the service works pretty good. But here's my thought, and I've stated this before when I heard Stadia, and I think, well, I know Google dropped the ball on it as far as I'm concerned. I like the concept of Stadia when they first announced it, but when they actually came out and said what they were doing, I figured it was garbage. To buy games without a physical copy and to have to play it over a network and not own a physical copy of the game or a console that it would go to. So there's no way to download it and play it dedicated on any system. You'd always have to have it streamed. So it just seems like a real flighty way to do things on Stadia. But it looked like it was going to be a subscription service at first. Where you could, get access to a bunch of library of games, and then you could stream them and have fun with them. That to me sounded like fun. I was in. I was like, if that's what you're doing, and then they were going to have the functionality where you could be playing it and streaming it directly onto YouTube, and like all kinds of bells and whistles were going to be done. Like you hit a button and then people could join you, and like it sounded like it was going to be a lot of fun. None of that has come out. Like, not that I've seen. Like, it's been a complete travesty as far as I'm concerned. But Xbox, on the other hand, they've actually made that service. So I'm like, okay, did I get everything? I got the key now. There we go. Who are you shooting at? Oh, I'll take him. We got him. We're good. I'm sorry, I didn't know there was another one there, man. So yeah, like, I'm honestly, what, you've been tied down for forever, and now you're taking a nap? Idiot. Idiot, idiot. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, like, I like it. I do. I like the idea. I like the idea of having access to like their library of things and not having to have a system. Like, if you can stream it over, you got a decent enough network, you can play it. I think that's not a bad deal. Like, I'm trying to find fault with it, and I've yet to. I'm going to go here. Let's do this. I haven't tried their network. I'm not too sure it works, but I mean, my network is pretty stable for home. I've tried GeForce Now, and that works pretty good. Again, NVIDIA's done a decent job with it. It's not stellar. It's not perfect. But, it works, and I have access to my Steam library, or to the games that they have access to in my Steam library. And that's nice. I dig it. I do. I dig it a lot. But again, I'm a gamer, man. I like to have access to my video games. And, if I can use the Xbox servers or the NVIDIA servers and then have access to my games without having to, spend $500, $700, $800, $900 on a video card or a new computer system, and I can just utilize the service and get basically what I want and need and just pay a monthly service fee, I'm kind of thinking that could be beneficial. Personally, get rid of that need for the constant upgrade cycle. Have a decent little computer system, call it a day, you're good. As long as you've got a good connection, you're good. I'm okay with that. But again, I'm always going to be the guy that wants to have a bit of the nice hardware because I do like my toys. I do like having a fancy little computer. I always have. Well, except for when I didn't, and then that was a sad time. That was sad Rivet. I did not like sad Rivet. Sad Rivet was sad. He didn't enjoy games. He was a console gamer. Xbox and PlayStation. That's all I had. A PlayStation 3 that I used for Rocksmith. Because I found it on sale. Like I found the PlayStation 3 on sale. I got it for like $100, and it came with the tone cable, and it didn't come with the game. So I ended up getting the Rocksmith game, and then I found an old it was on like Kijiji, which is the Canadian Craigslist, when I was living in Toronto years ago. I found an advertisement for it was like a Fender guitar type of thing, and like a little amp and a carrying case. It was like $75. And it was like this young girl, teenager, that I guess had gotten it, and she just didn't care for it. And she saw me with the long hair, and she's like, "Okay, you're the guy that can have this," type of thing. She was actually like weeding people out. If she didn't think that they were worthy of having the guitar, she wasn't selling it to them. I thought that was amazing, and her mom was there, like going, "Yeah, this is her decision." I'm like, I'm absolutely fine with this. If she doesn't want to sell it to anybody, I'm fully behind that. Okay, we're doing it. We'll put on another. Okay, it's an upgrade. Upgrades are good. All upgrades are good. So yeah, that was my PlayStation. Is what I used it for, was to play Rocksmith. And I had a couple of games. I had like God of War and a few things, but inevitably, and I always find this, and I think it comes from being cheap, is that if I go to find used games, usually I'll find the Xbox games in pawn shops and things. They're always cheaper than the PlayStation ones. Like they seem to not hold their value. Like I find the exact same game for like $10 on the Xbox, and I'll find it for $30 on the PlayStation. I'm like, well, it's the same game. I'm okay. I'll play it on the Xbox. And that's pretty much why I do it. I'm cheap. Like I said, I'm cheap. If I don't have to spend the money on frivolous stuff, I'm not going to. And so it's the same guy that has spent stupid amount of money lately on cooking stuff. But it's not frivolous. If you use it, it's not frivolous. And I am using it a lot. And I love it. But I think we're good. I think I've accomplished something. I've seen that I've seen. So we're good. I think we'll go to here. Whatever this is in the water, is that just a tree? Could be a tree in the water here. Yeah, it was shadows. I think so. Or am I losing my noodle? That's what I was seeing. Let's go and see what that is. And there's that. There's stuff. Let's go take a gander. I've got a minute and a half. 2 minutes. Tops. And I've spent most of this time talking about video games and consoles and Xbox. And I'm sure people are thinking I'm a fanboy. And I don't think I am. I don't know if that I'm a fan of. I like it, but I'm not a fanboy. Honestly, if the PlayStation 5 ends up becoming like an amazing machine and it becomes a benefit and I think I need to have it in my life, I'll probably end up getting it. Like I've said before, like I own a PlayStation 4. I still play it, like not as often as I probably should, but I mean it's there. My Xbox, I've got, like, I like having the consoles. I like having access to them. I don't necessarily always have to be on them all the time, and I don't think that's a negative thing. To like to play video games, regardless of what it is, I play them. What was there here? I saw that. That was here. Okay. Okay, so I thought this was a thing to go and look at, thinking it was lore, and it's just the thing going to that, which I've already done. So we're good. We've done this. This is our... We've accomplished our needs for the day. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope the weekend has been good for you. Like I said, I'm planning on doing some recording today for some vlog stuff if I have the abilities. If it's nice. If not, I'll do it Tuesday or Wednesday. So I hope you guys enjoy those. They're going to be a weekly thing for me every Saturday when I can do them. But yeah, thanks everybody. The support on the channel has been outstanding. You guys are amazing. And I'll see you guys soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
This is a song for all